Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Bill from Competition Cars, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So today, I'm very proud to be able to present to you this 1960 Mercedes-Benz 190 SL. This car, I have owned this car for about 2 years. Bought it actually about 2 years ago, almost to the week. It was a local car. Everything was there, completely assembled, full driver, quality car. And as I said in some of my other videos, I went ahead and decided to fix it up. Well, what wound up happening was one thing led to another, and next thing you know, I got the car completely apart, and now I'm restoring it. I told you I've got over $65,000 in receipts. Those receipts are heavily discounted pricing because I'm a dealer, and also much of the labor we absorbed ourselves. So there's no way we could have been able to pay somebody completely to do this whole car and be able to present it in a way to where it made sense here on Bring a Trailer. But that's exactly what we wound up doing. First thing I want to address is, in all the pictures, you're going to see the wipers had the black wiper arms or blade covers. We ordered the correct ones. We have been very, very specific to attention to detail to make sure that we get this car as right as we can. Again, as I said, we're not Mercedes-Benz expert restorers, but I do think we did a hell of a job here. Every piece of chrome, aside from the bumpers, is either brand new or re-chromed. So everything appears to be very new on the exterior of the car. Every gasket, rubber gasket for the mirrors and the door handles and around the windshield have all been replaced. Now, I'm gonna go around this car. I'm sitting in my little roller chair, so if you hear that noise, that's the wheels rolling on the pavement. I'm gonna go out around the car one time so you can see how beautiful this car is. And then we're gonna go back around and see if we see any flaws or imperfections. Now keep in mind, I spent a lot of money on this paint job. It's been gone over top to bottom, completely disassembled. But you know, a lot of people have worked on the car, aside from myself. It's been to the muffler shop, it's been to the repair shop, it's been to the body shop, it's been to the upholstery shop, and it's picked up a minor little flaw here or there. And even on the nicest paint jobs, there could be a slight fisheye or a piece of trash. So we're gonna hunt for that stuff today. That way, if this car does have any of that, and there's a couple spots that I already know of, we're gonna point that stuff out. I don't care how careful you are. You can chip a car, you can nick a car. It's been, you know, in my care for 2 years, and it's been painted for a while. But again, you start putting cars back together and things can happen. So if I see something, I'm gonna mention it to you. Like right here, there's a little bit of tiny little bit of trash right there. It was so close to the edge, I didn't want to wet sand it and buff it for fear that it might you know, be a little bit too of a tough area to come back out. Tiny little bit of imperfection here, really minor. And when I say imperfection, it's almost like maybe a little flutter in the paint or fisheye or whatever you want to call it. But the car's been wet sanded and buffed, so every inch of this car is just really, really slick. Now, one thing I will show you, when they hung the doors, you know, these doors have to be adjusted. Unfortunately, when they hung this door here, when they first closed it, it wasn't adjusted right, so it got chipped here, so we had to touch that up. It's inside the jamb. You really don't see it when the door's closed, but I do want to point that out to you. Side of the car, slick as a whistle. The door's slick, the rear quarter's slick. See if there's anything else. Oh yeah, there's a couple of small fish eyes right there. If you'll be able to see them or not. Right here. When the hard top is on, you don't see it at all. And like I said, anybody that can paint, that does paint jobs, I don't care how good you are, that stuff can happen. So these things are so minute and so minor. But again, it's an expensive car. It's an important car. It was done right, but I want to just make sure that you guys see what I'm seeing. Again, now just here, a little spot there. They got a small chip from whatever, who knows. So we just touched that up. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there, okay? Like I said, every seal and gasket is new. Exhaust from the manifold back is all brand new. All this has been re-chromed or brand new. Those are the original bumpers, so you can see the car was actually not in terrible shape when I got it, based on that's the bumper that was on the car. Tail lights have been replaced. see. Thought there was something on the, oh yeah, there was a couple of spots here that were gently touched. That there was just a little imperfection in the paint. You really can't see it. And again, these things that I'm pointing out, guys, you're not going to see it. If I didn't tell you, I doubt you'd even find it. But I am very transparent. You can look me up on Bring a Trailer. I've got over 200 auctions that I've listed. I'm very transparent, and that's just the way I do business. So my cars, I hope, always meet or exceed the expectations of my clients. You can take that off if you don't like it. I thought it looked cool on the car. They'll Bring a Trailer. These mirrors were left alone. I think we had these redone, but no, I think the mirrors were left alone, but they're in excellent condition. There was one other spot, where was it now? On the fender, oh, right here. Little line in the paint and a couple small chips that appeared. And of course, nobody knows what happened or how it happened, but again, it's really, really minute. You're not gonna see them unless I point it out to you. And just standing here looking at the car, none of what I'm showing you stands out or is even noticeable. You have to really go over it with a fine-tooth comb. And that's what I'm doing, because this is not a cheap car. This is going to be an expensive car. It'll be a hell of a deal for what it would cost you to build it yourself, buy one already done. I see garbage doing $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, like rust buckets. And there's no way you can restore those cars with a reasonable amount of money, especially if you cannot do it yourself. I love how the wood grain, we still have a little bit more interior detailing to do, but I love how the wood on the top of the door matches the cocoa mats. I don't know if you can pick up the color, but the cocoa mats are like almost a bronzy goldish color, which kind of match the top of the door, the wood on the door. But just a solid car. We'll be doing some more pictures and footage of this car. We're super excited to present it. So check it out. Have a great day. Any questions, put them in the comment section. This car's not live on Bring a Trailer yet, but it will be. So if you see this on YouTube, feel free to comment or add any questions, and I'll respond very, very quickly. And again, we're very transparent here. If I see it and I know it, you will also know about it. And again, the things I'm pointing out are so minimal that you're not gonna notice those things, okay? One other thing too, I just noticed here on the hood, like here, it's perfect, you can see, but on the face of this, there's a little bit of where it's put together, there's a little bit of a small split right there, very, very minor, but again, not noticeable unless you're really looking for it. So check it out, guys. Awesome car, beautiful paint, done right. Have a great day and enjoy the video.